I really don't care about it. I had a bad performance tonight.
I really don't care about it. I had a bad performance tonight.
I really don't care about it. I had a bad performance tonight.
I really don't.
I really don't care about it. I had a bad performance tonight.
I really don't care about it.
Yo, what's up, fellas? Yeah, you know what time it is. Let's get to the shots out. Special Forces, Ballpark Frank returns. Saludos. Who might adore salute. Thank you, man. Much support, man. Real one support. Big ups, man. Gives me motivation. Let's keep it going. You know what we do here, man. You know what we do. Mexican boxing #1, always. Quit boxing is dead. You know what time it is, man. The word is getting out, man. Chasing greatness or another duck. You know, not a lot going on in boxing right now. Hard to say who the best is. You know, Canelo's taking a beating, facing Edgar Berlanga. Alfredo Contreras, thank you, man. Yes, we're back. It's going to be a little shorter live. Can't go too long today. But I just wanted to talk about a couple things, man. You know how we do it here, man. Caneloalvarez is taking a beating in the media. What happened to Coach Eddie? He's not a real coach. And I think he's scared off, you know. I let him come on, let him talk his shit. But when you accuse me of racism and you accuse me of being biased, I don't know, man. I don't wish that upon anybody. You know what I'm saying? It's all respect, all love here, man. I let people come on and I let them talk their shit, you know. Frank Bay has an opinion. I'm gonna drop the link so you can get it in. Come get it where the getting is good, you know. I respect everybody, you know. And if I didn't, I wouldn't let everybody speak, you know. That's the difference between me and everybody, is I let people come on here and say what they want to say, you know. Just enjoying life, enjoying trying to talk some boxing. Not a lot going on. Only thing going on is Fraud Mayweather facing Gotti, you know. But salute Fraud Mayweather. He has Picasso on there versus Harvanusian. I think he was fight of the year versus Luis Netti, who just got stopped by Inui. So he's on the undercard. Look out for him, man. He's a big, young, strong Mexican. Could possibly be the next. You know, I heard Al Heyman is back. Yeah, we'll get to that, man. You know, the thing about boxing is it's a lot of news stories, but a lot of it is fake. Like they were saying that Crawford wants to fight Gennady Golovkin, and that was false. You know, I covered what Crawford was going to do last time, but today I just really wanted to talk about you know, shout out to brother IDFP. You know, go like, subscribe to him. He was talking about a subject. And he said that black boxers avoid each other. You know, that's something that I've said, and I've been attacked. You'll be attacked. You can't really say it. It's racism, etc., etc. Oh, that's the other thing. Yes. Hey, Mark Spaseo, listen to I called him the monster. You know what's crazy is I call these things before they happen. Frankie here, Samson. Yes. Broken rib. I said it. He didn't look like the monster. We all know what it was. Forces. He went to meet. What? Matador. Yeah, y'all funny, man. Y'all keep me motivated, man. That's why I do it. Yeah, Benavidez in the news. He's hurt. I said he probably might have one fight a year. Do you know what it is? It's probably not injuries. It's probably weight. Look at the toll that it takes on his body to drop all that weight. We've been saying it for years. You know, Gavolda was piecing him up. Yeah. And he hurt, I guess. Did Gavolda break his ribs? Is that why he was gassing so hard? Yeah, the Mexican monster is not the monster. And we always knew that. That's the crazy thing about what we do, you know. Shout out BDA. I talked to BDA. I talked to my boy Never Sobers. Thank you, man. Hop on if you get a chance. Yo, sucker. Damn, like that, Sarge? All right, brother. Here's what it is, man. Y'all keep supporting, keep the like. You don't forget to hit the like, you know. But, yeah, not a lot going on in boxing. That's the problem with boxing, right? We had Crawford versus Matchmov. It was a decent fight. I mean, it was a super card, decent fight. Really didn't do too well, but it's still boxing. It's high level boxing, and then we had Virgil Ortiz. I'll be able to jump on the panel, but not for. It's all good, homie. As long as you're liking, subscribing. Whenever you get a chance, we like to hear the opinions. You're always dropping some good stuff on us. Like the Devin Haney thing. But yeah, man, Sober's eating tacos. He switched from the Waffle House. Yeah, man. Hey, he's in Atlanta, we're in Cali. It's all love. We all unite. We're just doing our thing. Salute the real one, Sobers. He does a good job on his Discord. Hit his channel. Hit the like. He'll give you what you're looking for. BDA comes through every once in a while, and that's where we talk, eat and waffle and some chicken. Hey, it's good though, right? Like, I'm not hating. I eat it too. Yeah, man, that's the thing about boxing, man. Not a lot of going on, man. Then we had Virgil Ortiz versus Boca Chuck, which was, they said fight of the year. It was high level action. Hell yeah, that's right, baby. You know what I'm saying? Can't hate on another man for what he likes. What's the saying? Another man's trash is another man's treasure. What they say, chase him, don't replace him, don't chase him. I just bought a half a chicken. Yeah, whatever happened to Boston Market? Did they go away, man? Boston Market was the shiznut, man. Get a baked chicken, rotisserie chicken, delicioso. But anyway, man, boxing, man. You guys get me distracted. Haven't ate dinner yet. But yeah, man, we're talking about some boxing. Not a lot going on, so we're just covering kind of the headlines, and let's just go through it real quick. So, in the news, here it is. Shakur Stevenson will defend his WBA lightweight title versus Joe Cordina on the Otter Better Be of Demetrio Bivol undercard. So there it is. I just gotta tell you, man. What is this shit, man? The guy's fighting now. I don't have a problem. Look, man, you can do with your career what you want, man. So switch to making food. Okay, I'm out to ignore the chat. You guys are going back and forth, but let's talk some boxing and why we do it. So this is a guy. He's fighting another guy coming off another loss. What are we doing? He fought Harvanusian. People were booing and walking out. What are we talking about, man? Look, I dropped the link. Hit the like if anybody wants to hop on. But they call this guy pound for pound. He's the best in the world, and he's most slick. He's more athletic. That card is trash. Yeah, you know what? And shout out Cali X Boxing, man. He posted a link and he showed how he's I guess a sports bettor. Frank Bay's not a hater here, man. I'm gonna say name. Sometimes I say names. I'm gonna call people out. We just talk boxing, man, and talk about people who talk boxing. That's what we do here. That's what, if you don't like it, hop on, talk your shit, So yeah, it's a card full of mismatches, and this guy said he's going to bring the best fights, no matter what the cost. That was his slogan. It don't matter. I got money to burn. And then he's giving us a bunch of mismatches. Shakur Twitterson, saying he's chasing greatness, right? Isn't that what he told people? Oh, no. I don't think he said. Look, this is what this guy talks about. And for the fans who fuck with me, I care about y'all for sure, but understand this. This is a business, and it makes as much money as you can in this business. People want me to sit and wait around for literally every other fight to make their decision whether they want to fight me or later, but in reality, I will be waiting, but now I'm going to get this bag over here real quick because that's what matters the most. All right. Shakur the Kane, stop hating the Mexican. Yes, thank you. I think the homie Benzo who used to be here a lot. I know that's you, homie. Mars Boxeo, Tank vs. Shakur, Charles Andrade, Crawford's Boost, Shakur's. Yeah, man. I mean, in the news today, your boy Frank Bay, this is why you tune in. This is what you're looking for. All right. This is what we talk about. Let's see if we can see the screenshot. Let me pull that down. Tu Matador just ate some bomb tacos at Blight. Yeah, homie Frank Bay just had some Pastor tacos last night from a spot up the street from my house. Salute. Norman Father message to Jerome Boost Evans today calling for an IBF world title. So anyway, these guys are back and forth, two Black American boxers back and forth. And look, man, I've been saying it. IBFP has a way larger audience, way larger channel than me, and he was calling out black boxers, and he didn't get any shit, and people were supporting him, But when Frank Bay says it's racist, and he had a guest on that was saying it was racist for doing that. Booze ducking Norman, Crips ducking. Yeah, you know what, man? It's the state of the game, but I don't have a problem with it. I get it. Boxing is business, but what happens is that they get called the best and they're the most talented, most slick. Guys like Canelo Alvarez, the Peta, they have to fight everybody. Only Jamaican food aids, beef patties. Hey, those are fire, right? Aren't they like spicy and shit? Me personally, I like Filipino food. I eat some lumpias, a Jamaican beef patty is like a lumpia, right? An Asian lumpia, Asian egg roll. I prefer lumpias as Filipino. It's got the meat. Egg rolls are like Chinese or something like that, and it's all the veggies. Anyway, shots out, man. That's the Asian taco. But yeah, man, these guys are steadily ducking each other. It is what it is, man. I don't have a problem. It's the business of boxing. You can love it or hate it. Tiafimo's fighting Claggett. Shakur Stevenson, Oxtail. Okay, you guys are talking about food, man. You guys are distracting me. But yeah, man. And here's the fight that should happen. So they're doing all this Twitter twatter, chatting, and the fight that should be made is this fight: Tank Davis versus Shakur Stevenson. All right, these are the champions: Shakur Stevenson, Dennis Baranchyk, Gervonta Davis, and Vasily Lomachenko. And this is what I really wanted to hit on: is that you have the fallout was Stank Davis wanted to call out Vasily Lomachenko, who was robbed by Davina Hanke. We all seen it. We all knew it. It is what it is. Davina Hanke did not win that fight. And, we just seen a great fight of the year between Virgil Ortiz and Bokachuk, right? And Virgil Ortiz, kind of won the CompuBox stats, right? But people still sat here and told me that no, Baranchyk really won that fight. Virgil's face was beat up, but Virgil Ortiz won the CompuBox stats, right? Remember that argument? And people said no, that was bullshit. What they wanted to say is that Bokachuk even though he landed the fewer shots, they were still more effective, right? So fast forward, Vasily Lomachenko, rewind, Vasily Lomachenko versus Devin Haney. Vasily Lomachenko dominated the punch stats, had a few rounds where he had Devin Haney out on his feet. And what it was the argument, oh no, Devin Haney, he was more efficient. So that just goes to show you, man, people use the numbers and the stats to how they want to tell you. But we all seen Vasily Lomachenko beat Davina Hanke's ass. We seen Davina Hanke in the corner talking about, Dad, he figured me out. I've never seen a fighter say that. I really haven't. As far as like a pound for pound fighter, right? So after that, they have Vasily Lomachenko in the back. After the fight, he's all crying. Shakur on that duck road. Yeah, boxing magic. He's a soldier in these social media boxing streets. If you ever got the chance, man, hop on, brother. Would love to speak to you, man. I see you doing real work out there, man. And I hope you don't mind I use your screenshots because you really go at these guys. Davina Haney sent Loma to the hospital. Okay. But nobody believes that, man. But they did show, it was kind of a bad look. They showed Vasily Lomachenko crying. And I get it, man. He feels he was robbed. He knows what happened. Salute OG Blaze, CCD, for real. Real ones in the building, man. We know what time it is with this boxing shit. Like I said, not a lot going on. We're talking some boxing. So you have Stank Davis, after his fight against an average fighter in Frank Martin, right? Started boxing at 18. He gets knocked out. And now Gervonta Davis, after like 10 years, right? IDFP was pointing this out. Like after 10 years, then they call out Vasily Lomachenko, right? And I heard people arguing, and people now, salute IDFP, but we've been saying this. I've been saying these things, people have been noticing Gervonta Davis, as an email champion. He was at 135 and never got a belt. Even Devin Haney got a belt. Tiafimo and Loma fought, right? So, this is what we're talking about, man. And people don't want to recognize these things. So, Lomachenko gets robbed. He comes back and beats Cambozo. And then now you have Gervonta Davis and Shakur Stevenson calling Salute, yes, salute, my boy. Yeah, man. I see y'all doing work, man. That's what we gotta do. It's all work, and as long as people recognize, you know, what time it is, Frank Bay will be able to be here and keep it legit. You know, like I said, hit the like. I dropped the link for anybody who wants to challenge me or agree with me. It is what it is. But you see, these guys are calling out Vasily Lomachenko, right? Vasily Lomachenko, the only reason Davina Hanke, the American fighter, was able to get that shot is because Lomachenko wasn't able to get Kambosos first. We already look. You know what's crazy is we see Davina Hanke go 24 rounds in a snooze fest versus Kambosos, and you have his fans, right? His fan base, on Twitter, on social media, on Instagram, posting highlights, and he had a marked up face, but he was on record for the most holds. Vasily Lomachenko, after being in a war, comes back and stops him. That should have been Vasily Lomachenko undisputed with one fight, right? He has to go. Teofimo and Lomachenko have to go through the grinder, but these guys like Shakur Stevenson and Sting Davis can sit on the sidelines, not fight each other. Yeah, man, we're calling it out. Hey, IBFP said it. He said black fighters don't want to fight each other. These guys, they come to my channel too. But when you point these, they're nowhere to be found now, but it's all good, man. But what we're going to do is we're going to call it out, right? And now, instead, you have a dark horse, William Zepeda, in the shadows, and he's waiting. And they really don't want to fight him either. He's the number one mandatory for everybody. The blacks never fight each other. I mean, tell me something new, right? So passive, start out. Damon Haney went to and beat him against. Oh, shut the fuck up, man. When they showed Kambosos beating Teofimo, I mean, him and his dad threw a party, right? They were popping bottles. Look, Kambosos since then lost to Maxi Hughes. We have to stop this, man. We have to stop this shit, man. Crawford ducking boots. They're all ducking each other. I don't pick Crawford's side. I don't say Booty Juice and his sides. I don't say Ryan Norman's side. But we know they're all ducking each other. That's just boxing, man. They're going for the payday, and I respect that. I get it, bro. I'm just saying when they talk about Zepedas and when they talk about Munguias, when they talk about the Canelo-Alvarez ducking, they don't keep that same energy, but it's about time we call it out. So like I said, the narrative is that they all want the old guy, Vasily Lomachenko, right? Shakur speaks on his public backlash with Vasily. I would get the apply to everybody if those standards apply to Lomachenko and the Usyks. So you guys could look at the thumbnail. So he goes, I don't hear nobody say Lomachenko was being boring. What am I looking for? Nobody claims he was boring. I just feel like it's a different standard on young black guys. So there it is, man. And this is what we do here. This is what we talk about. This is what these guys are saying. But we know they won't fight each other, right? The fight to make is this one. They both didn't have opponents. They're both. Shakur was a free agent. Tank Davis said he's calling out old Loma, right? This is the fight to make. But instead, Shakur goes and he wants to fight. He wants to fight Joe Cordina coming off a loss. Same that he fought Harbanugian coming off a loss. Like, what are we talking about, man? But they got these guys pound for pound and say they're the best. And that's the problem that I have. Salute, side out. I'm not and then when they get the backlash, this is what they say. I'm not fighting for y'all no more. Fuck y'all. International court active now. Kane don't fight Kane. We ain't peasants like y'all, man. That rhyme, that was a bar. Tank is a coward himself. They ducking each other. Yeah, we know what time it is. But my problem, I guess, call me a Karen, a boxing Karen, is that in the media, they're still called great and they're still called pound for pound, right? Nobody calls them out. They want to trash Canelo, the face of boxing, keeping boxing alive, selling pay-per-views. They want to trash Zepeda. They want to trash Munguia, right? But their boxers get the infinite pass. And this was what, salute IBFP. He was calling out. He says, why do black fighters in the communities give them a pass? Nobody's calling for it. Nobody says they should fall on pound for pound. But let Canelo do it, right? Fighting a young undefeated fighter, and he gets, he gets dropped. It is, nobody want to see that guy stiff arm and run backwards. Who you talking about? Perf this, salute Frank Bay, salute Cowdy. Yeah, fanboy acting like Haney wasn't exactly. But not only that comment, Mars, but that he went 24 rounds. Loma goes in after like a year off and stops them. Like, what are we talking about? We see the level of skills, brother. Like, we're not ignorant here. You know what I'm saying? They say flat-footed Mexican. They say you don't know boxing, but we see what time it is, man. And you know what I'm saying? Look, black boxers have some great boxers. Shakur Stevenson is a good boxer. Boots Ennis is a good boxer. They're all good boxers. I've never discredited them or said they're not good. Tank Davis, I like watching his fights. He's actually the antithesis to Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney. They're good. Look, they could beat anybody at any given time. The only thing is we know what time it is when they try to steer and divide the fan bases. You have the Tank Davises and Shakur Stevenson, but they're always taking shots at Canelo Alvarez and Munguia and Zepeda and Oscar De La Hoya and the legends of the sport. But it's clear as day that they don't want to fight each other. Earlier this year, this guy said, he wants to retire because he couldn't get Navarrete or Lomachenko. But that's my question, man. Why are Tank Davis and Shakur Stevenson going after old ass Lomachenko? We know he's lost it. We know he lost a step. And then here, look, Shakur Stevenson on the public backlash. He pulls the race card. He says, "Oh well, they don't say it when it's a black guy that is boring." Well, no. Look, here's the thing. We had to go through an era of fraud Mayrunner selling us the boring back foot bitch style. And we're just calling it out, we used to have Bam Rodriguez going in there, knocking people out at the highest level. You know what I'm saying? And even, Pacheco's going to be fighting next week. Frank cooking with grease. Yeah, man, El Pinche, Frank Bay, that's right. YPTC legend Cloudy. Yeah, Oscar ain't no legend. Yeah, Oscar's funny as hell, man. He be doing his thing, though. He's putting it down. He has a company and he's putting on great fights. He's put on the biggest pay-per-views with Davina Hankey and Ryan Garcia. And that's the other guy they always want to target. They want to target Ryan Garcia, right? So you have these faux kangs, right? Tank Davis, Teofimo Lopez. Hey man, click the link, hit the like, brothers. I'm just trying to cook on my solo dolo, right? You have Tank Davis, they call him the faux kang, right? Tank Davis, Teofimo, Devin Haney, and Ryan Garcia. And then Shakur Stevenson coming up through the ranks, he was added to the list. The only ones who's fought anybody is Ryan Garcia and Lomachenko. So Lomachenko has to fight Teofimo Lopez and damn, I just had a brain fart. And then he has to fight Kambosos and Devin Haney, right? Teofimo has to fight Lomachenko to get his crown, and then he has to fight Josh Taylor, right? And then you have Ryan Garcia, who fought both Tank Davis and Davina Hankey. Meanwhile, Tank Davis, Shakur Stevenson, and Davina Hankey, FBAs, Black American fighters, get to duck each other. I mean, that's not by coincidence. Look, we're just calling it. IBFP, he said it. Salute him. Tag him. Shout out him, right? But we've been saying it before he did, right? But if you say this, racist. Mad Chat, Isma plus 300. Salute Mad Chad, man. He does his thing too, man. Keeping boxing alive. Go fuck with Mad Chad, man. Frank thinking about tortas. Always, brother. You know what time it is. Hey, I don't have to think about it. I got it. Just had one earlier. If you must know. Mayweather's Pacquiao was the last fight casual watch and left boxing. Floyd. Yeah, man. He's fighting like some scrub ass Italian in a fake fight, In other news, Oscar De La Hoya says Shakur Stevenson lack of confidence belief hurting his sales. Right? This is what we're talking about, man. It's not a secret. And then he's a woman beater, right? Served 1 year, 50 hours community person for Miami Beach beating where he smacks a woman and couldn't knock her out. I will accept $6 million to fight Tank Davis, right? What else? I'm not fighting for y'all. That's talking to the fans because they're trashing the fight. And then he tells us he's chasing the bag. So which one is it, Shakur? He tells us he's chasing greatness, and then he's chasing the bag. Joe Cordina, yuck. Yeah, man. I mean, is it me? I keep dropping the link. Yeah, hit the link. Uh, Look, we're just saying it, man. And that's why boxing's slow right now. I just seen that he signed a deal with Eddie Hearn and Matchroom, 3 fight deal. Salute Shakur Twitterson. He's mad because people call his fights boring, right? But is it me or are they not boring? Everybody, this is how boring they are. Let Frank Bay grab a brewski, and I'm gonna show you what time it is.
I really don't care about it. I had a bad performance tonight.
I really don't care about it. I had a bad performance tonight.
Uh,
And that's what Frank Bay hears when he gets on. Terrell, thank you. Excuses. Yeah. Cordina's a great fight, hating ass Mexicans. Gante's been to put a masterclass and show why he Puerto Rican king, man. Wepa. Ah, man, I love the trolls, man. Salute Benzo in the building. But there you have it, man. The book is out on these guys. And if it's not Bud Crawford, right? If it's not Bud Crawford talking shit about Canelo Alvarez and then saying he doesn't want a Virgil Ortiz fight, he doesn't want a Tim Tszyu fight, he's want to do that. Then it's Stank Davis, maybe possibly facing El Rayo. He doesn't want Shakur Twitterson, right? If it's not Boots Ennis and Brian Norman ducking each other, they're at 147. They have no fights. Boots Ennis might possibly face a rematch with Karen Cardezian because it's mandatory when they're champions and they can unify. I mean, what's going on in the sport of boxing, brothers? What is going on when these guys get a pass? I don't get it. Canelo Alvarez gets attacked mercilessly, right? He gets attacked, right? Keeping it real. I'm trying, brother. I'm trying. They're gonna bring the hate. They're gonna bring the talking shit, but I'm here for it. I dropped the link, hit the like. It's not gonna be a long live. Saludos. Thank you, man. Hit the like, hit the share, hit the subscribe. Get the word out, brother. I do it for y'all, man. I do it for me, and I do it for y'all. We're trying to keep it a buck here. And we're calling shit out, IBFP was calling it out the other day. Go like and subscribe to him. But I've been saying it first, man. We've been saying it here since like last year. Well, when I first found the YouTube boxing community, because boxing is a niche sport, right? But you got guys like Tim Bradley. They're always trashing, Canelo Alvarez, Jaime Munguia, but when it comes to their own fighters, yes, Levi's champ. He's a real one, man. He always goes to whoa. You know what I'm saying? They get attacked and called trade picks. And fine, look, man. Look, is Edgar Berlanga versus Canelo Alvarez a mismatch? Possibly. But it'll probably do well. That's the thing, man. That's the thing. Canelo Alvarez is still a star. And he's still the face of boxing. Mars Boxea, Shakur should have unified with Baranchek, easy fight to make with Frank Roaring Turkey. Well, Baranchek had got that with Navarrete, and all Shakur had to do was re-sign with Top Rank, and he probably would have got that fight. But he thinks he's going to get more money going elsewhere. Shakur is a duck. Look, man, these guys are telling you. Shakur Twitterson tell you he doesn't give a fuck what you think. I'm not fighting for y'all, right? Look, it's all about the bag, right? I mean, I don't know what more proof you need. What we've been saying. He says, when it's boring, it's different standard on young black guys. Look, man, this is what these guys think. Clarissa Shields, Terrence Crawford, suing Bob Arum for being racist. Look, man, this is what we've been talking about. This is the thing, right? He's trying to cherry pick. Look, he's fighting two guys coming off a loss, and it's fine. It's fine. I get it. I get the business of boxing. I get Canelo Alvarez fighting Edgar Berlanga. It's just when we see the different double standard. That's all we're saying. That's all we're saying to the Cug media and the fans on Twitter and Instagram and social media, right? This is what I'm doing on YouTube, right? I'm talking about it, but we just see the highly biased and double standard. And you know what's crazy is that at least Canelo's fan base, right, which is probably most of us, we buy the fights. We support boxing. You know, even Terrence Crawford, Matrimov, it didn't do that well, but I bet you at least 50%, if not 60% of his sales were the Latino fan base, were the um, Mexican fan base, right? It was not his fan base because if you looked online, if you looked on YouTube, if you looked on Twitter, and you seen all these guys and they argue Canelo's ducking Terrence Crawford, you know, you would think it was in the millions. But where are these guys? They're not fighting. They're not buying his fights. They're not supporting him, right? The blacks don't buy fights. They cheap fuck. Look, I don't know if they do or they don't, but the numbers don't support them. The numbers didn't support Devin Haney. You know, he sold 35K against Regis Prograis. We're like, if you, that's what I'm talking about, man. You see these guys and how much shit they talk, you would think these guys would sell millions. And that's the problem. That is the problem in boxing, is you have all these guys that they go on. I think boxing is in a bad place because boxing sees all the engagement and the traffic and the trending, and they think, oh, we can make the next Floyd Mayweather. But they're off base. People don't want to see that shit. People don't want to see that boring hit and not be hit style. You know, and all I need is this proof. You hear that?
I really don't care about it. I had a bad.
He just told you that's Floyd Mayweather's attitude from the very get go. Only peasants buy fights. We too good that buying chains. Yeah, you know what? It's all good, man. I buy the fight. I support boxing. You know, and the people support me. I'm here for the smoke, Frank Bay. Come to give you my boxing opinion. You know, buying Jordans, yeah. But that's the thing, man. That's the thing we're calling out. You know, and here's this fight should happen. You know, you gotta ask yourself, why isn't this happening? Is it because they're ducking each other? Because they feel like the sales won't be there? Like, what is the real reason? We want to know. And you'll see on Twitter and social media and YouTube, I mean, these guys will make 5-hour lives about Ryan Garcia, about Canelo Alvarez. You know, that's all they really have to talk about is Canelo Alvarez and Ryan Garcia. And they'll go on endless rants about them and how they ain't shit and how they're cheaters, and Canelo with Combuterol and Ryan Garcia with Ostarine. They'll go on all these lives and do all these clout chasing headlines, right? You see what they do. We see what they do. But their guys sit and don't fight each other, right? Oscar ain't shit. Canelo ain't shit. Shakur wants to run. They all do. Ryan ain't shit, right? But they don't do anything. That's the thing about it. They don't do anything. Their fighters sit on the sidelines trying to collect easy checks. Shakir Twitterson's getting good money to fight Joe Cordina, coming off a loss. His second fighter coming off a loss. Now, my biggest problem is with the Cug media. The Cug media sits here and they have him pound for pound. They'll drop Canelo. Mayate. Americans always talk the most. And yeah, you're seeing it too, man. You know, look, man, I'm not here to bash black fighters, right? It sounds awful. Black fighters, right? Ducking Mexicans. Look, man, I think IBFP made a great point. Look, fighters, boxing is business. I don't have a problem with that. If Canelo Alvarez does Benavidez, Tejada said no to Twitterson, it is what it is. I mean, promoters, they invest money in these fighters and they have to pick and choose. I get that. You know, what I do on boxing is we just have to keep it 100 across the board. Like me, I think Canelo's in his get money phase and he's making the most he can. And, you know, Jaime Munguia was in a bad, is that the real Jose? It's all good. Yeah, man. Hey, it's free speech here, you know? That's my response, you know? Or do you guys like this better? Ooh, la la. But Oscar's saying it too, man. Oscar De La Hoya says Shakur's lack of confidence and belief hurting his sales. You know, there it is, man. I mean, what more is there to say about it, man? These guys duck each other. They don't want the smoke, and the media calls them great. They dug below the waist in fights. Michaela, yeah, yeah, yeah. You know, and that's the problem, man. I'm like, I want to see them fight. I want to see Secure Twitterson fight St. Davis. That's the fight I want to see. Who's the blonde? That's Michaela. You know, Michaela Mayer. She's fighting September 27th, I believe, on a decent card by headline. I don't like it. You know, I thought she beat Alicia Bumgarner, who got popped for roids. But yeah, man, that's what we're talking about. Boxing is slow this week, so all we really have to talk about is the drama. But we're talking about, you know, black boxers ducking each other, you know, and you know, they want to say, you know, Secure Twitterson, he says chasing greatness. He says chasing greatness. These guys are hypocrites. He says chasing greatness, but in the same breath says it's all about the bag. But yet when Canelo Alvarez do it, it's a cherry pick. Like, that's the problem that I have. That's the main problem I have. Is that they you know, drag him through the mud, say he's a cherry pick, say he doesn't want to fight Benavidez. And that's the other thing I did, right? I did a video on the Mexican Monstra, right? And now he's hurt. Said he probably wouldn't fight again. And it looks like he's not going to, right? He's fighting on, I dropped the link, hit the like, he's fighting on St. Davis undercard, right? Frank Bay's been called this out, been said it, right? Canelo Alvarez gets drugged through the mud, and this guy, Benavidez, is not able to fight. You know what I'm saying? Chasing arguments. I don't get that one, but salute. Mexicans always got to fight. Yeah, you know, it's like with Virgil Ortiz, right? They were setting up Bud Crawford to fight Virgil Ortiz. That's what Turkey said he wanted, right? And then after the fight, then he says, well, I don't know what Bud Crawford's going to do. All he wants to fight is Canelo. Right? He's sitting talking shit about Canelo, is ducking Bud Crawford, but then he turns around in the same breath and says, well, Bud can do what he wants to do. I'll make whatever he wants. Like, what kind of dick eating shit is that? Virgil Ortiz is in fight of the year. He deserves a shot at, you know, Bud Crawford, another champion. And then Bud Crawford says, well, he doesn't want to fight again. He's already talking retirement. Canelo or retire. Notice the Cug media don't say Andre Ward went on a. That's an excellent point. And one day I'll have to make a video about it. How they hail King Ward, right? King Ward, and he's so awesome. He's an all-time great. And it was a Eurobum tour. Yeah, we see it. And but it's not me. See, when I said it, it was racist. When bigger channels say it, well, it's being critical, right? And that's all I'm saying, man. I'm just here to call it out, brother. I'm just here. So Crawford speaks on Canelo's comments. I heard him say I'm easy work. If I'm easy work, you'd take all the money that Turkey is offering you, but you still want 200 million. Wait a minute. See the hypocrisy? But we don't know. But Terrence Crawford is asking. He's probably asking for the moon and stars to fight Canelo Alvarez also. Bet Shakur will beat his chest like he just won undisputed. Of course, he's getting good paid money. He's getting cut. Eddie Hearn is cucking, and he's going to get paid good money. I don't have a problem with it. Tim Bradley was on suicide watch after the Provodnikov fight. Yeah, Tim Bradley went to war, but he's over here, you know, big time cucking for Secure Twitterson. And Ward is the best Irish fighter. Got to respect it. Let's see. I think we got a guest. Let's salute Jose.
What's good,
Salute,
man?
brother.
How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. Just kind of.
By the way, I was just joking in the chat, okay?
That's all good, man. You can do what you want, man. Just as long as it's not overly, you know, guide. We have to abide by the guidelines.
Nah, because you know sometimes guys you're just you're talking from the heart, you know. Then you can actually see it. Yeah, that's it. So what's up, man? How you been? How was everything? How was the family?
I'm good, man. Yeah, man. I'm just doing a quick live real quick. Got another, probably will go for another 15 minutes, but I just wanted to cook on this because boxing is slow, right? It's just Mayweather, Gotti. But, you know, you have a lot of...
You saw the press conference?
No, I didn't see the press conference today.
Right, it was... There barely was, you know, and I mean, it was not a problem for me, you know, obviously, you can tell by my accent, but it was a fucking issue for like a lot of people. Like you can tell in the chat, because there was like really nobody who was speaking English, and there were like a lot of recognizable faces. Like I can tell like some of those people that were like related to Suleiman, like they kind of sort of look alike, but I could be wrong. But I don't know, man. There were like a lot of people that did not involved with boxing necessarily, you know. Like just talking, you know, giving praises to Mayweather, and Mayweather was just smiling without understanding shit. He was just smiling, and
Yeah, man. Like Champy says, highly ranked black fighters don't fight each other. Look at Tank and Shakur, now Brian Norman and Boots as latest example. What do you think about that, man? It's kind of controversial, but what are your thoughts, man?
well, what?
What Champy says, if you look at the you know the screen, highly ranked black fighters don't fight each other. Look at Tank and Shakur, now Brian Norman and Boots as latest examples. I mean,
Well,
is that racist? Are we speaking facts? I mean, what's going on?
No, listen. All jokes aside, talking, you know, in a more serious sense, and just overall in American, like in American boxing scene, you're gonna see it all over the place. They just happen to, you know, be more noticeable, and they just happen to be from a certain ethnicity. You know, it could be coincidence, who knows? But you saw that like back in the days with you know, a lot of people doing that. Well, not necessarily ducking, but like giving excuses, or you know, and we a lot of, you know, the logic behind it back then was like, you know, I don't get paid enough to get this ass whooping. Like, you know, people ducking Miguel Cotto before he had the DAZN deal, because I don't really think people would duck him when he got the DAZN deal, when he was getting $14 million to fight Segmeta. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like Triple G was cooking, but the thing is, he was an entertaining fighter. You know, you want to see knockouts. You know, you want to see a craft. You know, and the thing is, people don't understand. Like, it's not like you're gonna go there and like steamroll fighters, but the thing is, like, knocking out people actually takes skills. You know, like, not necessarily have to be like physical gifts. You know, it's just more about skills, and it's, you know, in all sports. Like you see basketball.
Yeah, I think people, when you criticize and you say, oh, black fighters don't want to fight each other, I think people hear that and think, oh, you're attacking blacks or black fighters. Yeah. And what I want to say is, I think they're very talented. That's the thing. Like even my
but
chat,
the thing is, but here's the thing though. Like, we are in the sensitive era nowadays, so whenever you mention, especially when it comes to like a black, whenever you mention that, and you mention the word black, and then, you know, say any praise behind it, behind that word, they're gonna automatically think like you're racist, or, you know, you hating, or all that. When in reality, you're just giving a fair assessment. You know, like, for example, when people criticize Tank, you know, when he's giving rounds, and people been saying the truth that he's been regressing technically, it's not because like you want to like give a hard time to the guy. You know, it's because, you know, I like to see him fight. Losing or winning rounds, I like to see him fight. You know,
but you know, as you say that, you know, the assessment of being critical, but I'm looking at the TV, right, and it's Zuvandor and Rolly Pitbull, right? Why is a Latino fighter always has to fight everybody? So Pitbull has to fight Rolly, and then he has to fight Royo, right? Like, they build these Latino fighters, Fedor, Ryo, Rolly, Pitbull, Virgil Ortiz. Now they have to fight everybody, while these African American black fighters get to sit on the sidelines and cherry pick. That's what we're really saying. Like, I don't have to look far, but look at Pitbull has to fight everybody. I
mean, to be fair, is also about like the matchmaking and like who the managers are, like in like, because if you wanna look at, you know, guys, for example, like Brian Norman, he's been already with a couple of sharks, you know, like Suleiman was somebody who knocked out Russia, and, you know, he was somebody who looked like a wall before he, you know, he fought with against another wall, which was Brian Norman, was like a bigger, stronger welterweight than he was, because they were fighting like the same style, like pressure fighting, kind of tactical. But the thing is, it was a war of uppercuts, and, you know, if you know anything about an uppercut, comes from the ground up, and, you know, whoever's the biggest and stronger is gonna hit the hardest, you know. and that was a battle of attrition.
Yeah,
But
no,
Brian
I
Norman is not a guy like I wouldn't put like he's cherry picking. I wouldn't say he's a guy who actually, to me, he has a bigger win than Boots has in his own resume.
with Centillion, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Centillion was actually the interim champion. Look, man, I
Centillion-
think Brian Norman, he's a decent fighter, right? He's a decent fighter, and Boots Ennis could be possibly a pound for pound fighter. My only
agree.
problem is that no, like I get. Look, what I'm trying to tell people is like I get if they don't want to fight each other because the money's not there. Boots Ennis and Brian Norman is not a big fight. It's just not. I'm just saying when their fans criticize Canelo for cherry picking and saying that Munguia never fought nobody, but they allow these black fighters to duck each other. That's all I'm saying. Like they just have, they just have to keep it 100.
Yeah, but let be like Munguia fighting. Let be Munguia fighting Andrade and one in 160, middleweight division, and let that let's say hypothetically he wins. Let it be known. Oh man, he he's pound for pound. Come on, man. Let's be real. Munguia is a guy who will give nightmares to anybody, man. Like let's be real. Munguia will be like a little bit more technical. What's his name? What's the guy from Puerto Rico that was stopping everybody?
Erlanga?
No. At 140.
140 from Puerto Rico. Damn.
Yeah.
Shit.
Subriel Matias.
Oh yeah, the fake boogeyman.
Yeah, somebody who's gonna like punish you. Huh?
Sobers is that the real Sobers?
Yo, what's up?
What's up, homie?
What's
Jump
up,
in anytime, man.
What's up, Reno? Yeah, I'm letting y'all cook.
Oh yeah, man. Nah, you know what we're doing, man. We're just talking about Shakur Twitterson. Is he ducking Tank Davis? Now we're hearing Brian Norman and Boots Ennis are ducking each other. What's your assessment of that, man?
All right, so from what I've seen with this kid Shakur Stevenson, first he wanted to fight. He was acting like he wanted to fight Davis. Oh, wait. I'm gonna try to go down the line. Okay, he was acting like he wanted to fight. I'm gonna go down the line, bro. He was acting like he wanted to fight Devin Haney. When he got the offer, he turned it down. He tried to go back and forth with somebody, with nothing to bargain with. So that he kind of dug Devin Haney. He lost his opportunity there, and then next, who was up next? He had a chance to fight Gervonta Davis, bro. When this whole thing about him leaving Top Rank and being a free agent and exploring the waters out there. Oscar De La Hoya guaranteed him Zepeda. He just had to sign with him, right? And and he could have probably signed with the PBC if he really wanted that Gervonta Davis fight. He could have tried that. But like,
you know what?
He ends up at fucking Matchroom, bro. He ends up at Matchroom, and they're saying that he was gonna fight Zepeda. That was the rumors coming out from the Turkey camp and all that. That was the internet rumors. And then he comes out fighting Joe fucking Cordina. Like, bro, you could have fought Haney, you could have fought Davis, and you could have fought Zepeda within Zepeda and Davis within like the last 3 months, bro. You could have made those two fights happen.
You know what happens with Shakur Sobers? In my opinion, I think he's one of those guys that texts a girl, and when the girl replies, he just thinking like, damn, I never thought I would get this far. Like, you know what I mean? So like he get like cold feet, and he just because also like it's been like so convenient. Like when he got the offer from Haney, I understand to a certain degree, but also it was more of like nobody wanted to put money for the fight. Like, but it was more of like, oh, now you want to fight and you throw me that was weak. When that was actually what Devin Haney did. I think that was the message that Devin Haney saying like, hey, listen, I just did this thing like twice, against Cambosos. I took a pay cut. I went overseas, and I fought this guy. I hugged him to death to win these belts, man. And you're not doing the same, so you don't really want it. So you want everything on your terms. You know what I mean?
Exactly. He
So
thinks he's the A. He thinks he's the A side to everybody.
Yeah, because since he's dude's been running trains on his girl, he think he's the shit.
No, I mean, they've been blowing smoke up his ass at Top Rank, dude. They've been telling him he's the best thing since sliced bread, and like.
But I think that's every single James Prince fighter. If you pay attention, like they all have like this false sense of themselves, and they'll have like this bigger than thou attitude. Like they all know everything. All of a sudden, like if you see Shakur, like he's always act like he knows fucking every single thing. You know what I mean? Like just like Clarissa. Like to me, him and Clarissa, they the same person. They just different genders.
Yeah, you're right. They're both bitches.
What's crazy is that people are really starting to wake up though. It's like people are seeing how these guys duck each other. But
no, yeah, it's just like you only can do it like for so long. You know what I mean? And the thing is, they cannot get away like how like Pacquiao and Mayweather did, because we live in a social media era.
Excellent.
And like the funny part is like they actually got to fight because like they were of the brinks of the like social media era, like 2016 or something like that, and like they were forced to fight. You know what I mean? Because they actually were planning to like retire to not fighting each other. And it was more because I remember first it was Mayweather who said, okay, I will fight him, but he has to take a drug test, apparently, like allegedly. And I think he took it, and then he just like got cold feet and
yeah, I meant more for strictly the Stobers, because you and I have been talking for a while, right?
I'm sorry, did you ask me something, bro?
Yeah, no, I'm saying you and I, like we've heard each other for like what, 2 years now. Like these are things we've been talking about, right?
Yeah.
Like,
It's funny. How shit's coming full circle, bro. All these dudes are getting exposed, bro.
Exactly. I'm saying we've been saying these things, and but now people are saying it. So what do you think about he's fight? Okay, what do you think about this? The cuck media, because we say things like cuck, and now people are saying it. But that he's fighting two guys coming off a loss. Like what part of the game is this? And they get elevated on pound for pound. What do you guys think about that?
I didn't think he'd take such a bad fight. I don't know what I was trying to say earlier, dude. Like he could have went to the Golden Boy and got Zepeda. He could have went to PBC and got Davis. Now he ended up going to Matchroom and you got Cordina. Like what the fuck? And he's gonna go on his social media and say greatness or whatever. Like, I wonder how much he's getting paid. I wonder if Eddie Hearn's gonna pay him $3 million for that fight. You know what I mean? He should have just kept his fucking mouth shut and stayed at Top Rank, bro. They could have kept him on a nice check, bro, eating good. They would have got him another belt,
Shakur is already posting things on Twitter like, my defense will be 99 overall on fight night.
Yeah, bro. Like, I can't stand that dude. I was wondering what Terrence Crawford's season is goofy ass, but then I saw them both smile next to each other. They both got that big ass gap.
Same guy, right?
Bro. Yeah. Like, birds of a feather.
You know what's going on too? I think it's more of here's the thing about like Terrence Crawford. I think he sees Shakur more of like a, like the young guy that you care a lot. You know what I mean? But you not necessarily like fuck with him that much. Because the thing is, I think when he has to talk to him, he talks to him, and that's like when they like you don't see him like smiling and giggling all over the place. But I think Terrence Crawford also feels good to have like such a fanboy being that talented. You know what I mean? Like this is a hype job who's like a fanboy of mine. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Did you see him when they after Terrence Crawford beat up Errol Spence? That fool had a whole parade in Omaha.
Yeah.
And then I remember the picture. I might still have the picture, bro. I'll try to put it on my change my shit to it. There's Shakur Stevenson's behind him, fucking holding the flag with a big ass, say this is my man. It's kind of smile. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he never smiles like that when he's with.
He looked like a proud wife. You know what I'm saying? Holding that flag behind Crawford. It was pretty funny.
My man.
Yeah.
No, you're right. Now send that picture to your server. I'm in your server.
My other thing is that they were, Loma. I mean, Tank Davis and Shakur are both chasing.
Bro, he could have got Loma with Top Rank, dude. If he stayed at Top Rank, he could have got Loma, bro. Thank you for mentioning it. What the fuck is he gonna get at what the hell is he gonna get at Matchroom? Not Devin.
I think he's gonna be forced to like move up. I think he's gonna be forced to like move up. I think so. And the thing is, like, I don't really think like Matchroom will pay him like the amount he wants. I think he will get it just because he's ala chic. Like
But
now,
hold on, what names are at Matchroom for him, bro?
that's what I'm saying. Like it only will be like 140.
How the fuck did he do
pounders.
that?
Because he's a fucking whiny ass bitch, man. That's why.
So he probably got okay. So Eddie Hearn is the plug, is the middleman to Turkey, or Stevenson, right? So that's why he started fucking with Eddie Hearn, because he wants to get
That's
to the
why.
Turkey.
Because the thing
But-
is, he wants the over $3 million for his fights. Like, and that,
That's what I'm
remember,
saying.
Top Rank
I don't
offered
think he's
him
gonna
like,
pay him. I don't think the
No,
Turkey's gonna pay him that much, especially not to fight Joe Cordina.
well, what I heard, he's getting paid like $5 million for that fight. That's what I heard.
$5 million? Damn. What the fuck?
I don't know, but I mean, if Bud Crawford only got 2.5 for Madrimov, like, I don't know, man. There's something going on. I think
But
everybody's
he gets the pay-per-view pay cut.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
okay.
But
Yeah.
they're saying about Crawford, like, oh, he's getting paid under the table. You know, that's just a fake number so that they don't get taxed. Whoop de whoop. Okay, so what is the number then? You know, because
Nah,
all
man, in
those guys
California,
got paid. They look like they got paid kind of low for that card.
in
You know.
California, you get taxed off the ass, man.
Yeah, so, but what are the real numbers then? You know, like what?
I mean, I saw he got paid 2.5 million. You know, and it was like a stock card. But I guess it's because like what is in risk and these because here's the thing, that this is a historical super like heavyweight fight. You know what I mean? Like this will be historical, and I don't know. I'm being booked wait for that fight for years. You know, so it's probably they just trying to like revive the fight and throw a lot of money and like into fighters. But again, I think you mentioned it before, Sobers. I think you're gonna see like Turkish Alashik just regretting, like, you know, dealing with these boxers. You already seen it with Crawford. You know, he's already getting like cold feeted.
Hey, no, it already happened. It already happened with Tyson Fury, bro.
Yeah, he haven't mentioned Tyson Fury, man. He forgot his name.
Yeah, that dude was already jerking him around a little bit too, where he like tried to punish him. The next guy that pulls out, they lose $1 million. Like, you know, like, what the fuck?
I think it's because his hand is too big to hold it around. You know.
Right. Who's Stone Cold's burner? What?
Stone Cold Burn.
What?
He's
On the
calling
cold
me out.
What?
I think that's that dude Benzo. He got like 30 or 40 burners. But it's just crazy how Sting Davis, and was he gonna fight El Royo? Right, but
I mean, that's a better fight than fucking Cordina, bro.
oh yeah, by far. But you know the difference is that Sting Davis is gonna sell his on pay-per-view, right? Shakira is fighting on the undercard of a fight that every. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Just to add what Saul was saying, like, yeah, Joe Cordina, but it's not even because it's Joe Cordina, it's just how young Cordina is right now. One, it's not even because he came from a loss, but it's a knockout loss against a journeyman, because I think he was drained pretty much. And also, I think he split ways with his trainer, so he's gonna have a new trainer. You know what I mean? Like, I think this is a guy who's gonna collect his last paycheck. He's gonna like walk into a sunset, young Cordina. Like, you're gonna see how you're gonna see him again after this fight. Watch, or maybe he's gonna collect another paycheck like just Chris Algieri had, because this guy just had me like Chris Algieri vibes. You know, a cyclist who just make a little money in boxing, grab a belt, one fight with Pacquiao, and then with Ben, and he just retired to pro box.
Eddie Hearn, bro. Eddie Hearn be
Yeah.
getting his homeboys paid, bro. Even when they know they're gonna lose, he's like, "I'm gonna get you a fight. I'm gonna get you a check."
No, because
That's what
I
he
think
be
it's
doing.
more, yeah, and I think it's more like something that they talk about, you know, behind the scenes. They just be like, hey, listen, this is my last fight, man. You know, just pay me well. I just wanna walk into the sunset. Give me at least like $2 million, like, cause I already own $2 million to my bookie, man. Help me out. I mean, like on the card in the Wembley against a heavyweight, because you know those Brits, they be making millions, man. Derek
For
Chisora,
sure.
I put Derek Chisora. He's richer than like at least top 5 American fighters.
For sure, he probably got paid a lot. But my bad,
Was it-
man. I was only gonna go live for an hour. We're at the hour mark. But I want to ask you guys this, man, before we get out of here. You got to come back, man. Come back. It's been a great show. We can cook more.
Just make a schedule, man. You know, and we just follow it. And
I don't have a schedule, man. It's really when I can get on. Literally, whenever I get on, I literally have this time block. But I want to ask you guys this. What are your thoughts on Shakur Stevenson when he says that it's all about the bag? Have you seen? I'm sure you've seen that, Sobers, right? It's all about the bag for these guys.
Let me go to his Twitter and pull it up. Wait, hold.
And they get. I'm post. It's on the link. I just posted it. He says it's all about the bag, right? And I always hate bringing Canelo, but he's the measuring stick. But what about this? When we see on social media, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, everybody says, "Oh, it's about legacy," and then he's telling you it's about the bag, but he gets credit. What do you guys think about it? Is there a double standard? Do you guys agree with fighters chasing the bag? I mean, what are you guys' thoughts?
I don't mind you chasing the bag. I just, cause here's the thing. At the end of the day, you know, you're supposed to get them as much money as you can, you know, for your family and loved ones or whatever. You know, I don't have nothing against that. If you make a career just knocking out cans, you know, that's fine. We see many fighters just doing that. I think it's this guy called like Abel Mendoza. Like he's like 50 or something and all, but he's trash. Like I don't have nothing against it. Just like don't come out and be like, you know, I'm the best, I'm the greatest, you know, chasing greatness, chasing arguments, you know, and all that like fluffy shit. Like I'm fine. You knocking out cans. I don't give a fuck. It's just the fact that you like stuck so much about yourself and you always try to be like, you know, that guy who knows fucking everything when you get corrected every single time, you know. And believe me, man, it will be fucking embarrassing if he loses to Cordina. Cordina is not a small dude, man.
Right.
Cordina, we're forgetting he's not a small dude. I don't think he's gonna win or it's gonna make Shakur look bad because I think he's an average boxer, but it will be really embarrassing, you know, like if he just loses to Cordina. And the thing is, like,
he called Hartunian a puncher, bro.
And let me just finish with this. Let me just finish with this real quick. And I think we've seen the writing on the wall on Shakur because, you know, he's already getting like too much into his, you know, he's drinking his cocktails too much. And whenever he's gonna get back into a ring with somebody who doesn't really know, he's gonna get knocked out with one of those guys who we are a lot of considering his name. But I think the writing's on the wall is because in the Hartunian fight, you already see him arguing with his coach, with his step grandfather.
Yeah.
Like, you already see him arguing with him. You know what I mean? Do not listen to him and shit. Because his coach told him, "Hey, you have to jump on him. You're fumbling the bag." You know what I mean? Like they're bullying you. You have to like jump on him. Why you don't jump on him? You're bigger than this guy. You have to hurt him. And he's like, "Oh no, you know this and that," because he was afraid of something, right? And he put his fucking back foot too far, and like you're never gonna take him out. And like even Crawford told him behind the scenes, like, "Yo, you just walking towards him. You're not throwing punches while you're walking." In other words, he can't throw punches unless he's set, just like Klitschko. Like
the book's out on him, man. What do you think, Sobers? Chasing the bag, the double standard.
Well, I just came to my conclusion about this dude, bro.
Okay.
So a lot of people were trying to call him, you know, the next Floyd. You know, you heard things like generational talent being thrown around. You know who this dude is? He's the next Adrian Broner. He's gonna get his ass knocked out. He's gonna get his ass whooped by someone who's not supposed to do it. It's probably gonna be Zepeda, and he's gonna start losing after that. And he's kind of just gonna fizzle out, and everyone's gonna be like, "Man, if he just let his hands go, if he wasn't so defensive, if he would just let his hands go, he would be better than everybody." That's what, bro. Look, bro. Right? I'm telling you, dude. I just came to that conclusion in my head, bro. He's gonna be the next Adrian Broner. They're gonna be saying, if he had just let his hands, but when he lets his hands go, watch.
There it is, man. I love the takes, man. But I'll try to come on when I can go longer, man.
Damn,
you guys need to. Everybody hops on randomly, bro. There it is, man. Man. Like, well, you guys got to come back. Thank you for showing up, showing out. I got to wrap it up. We've been on about an hour, but I'll see you guys on the next one, man.
All right, man.
Thank
God
you,
bless.
everybody.
Have a good evening, guys.
All right, guys. Thank you. But Frank Bay, shout out Jose Sobers. Follow BDA. Sobers is on there. He has his own Discord. Hit him. He throws a lot of good stuff out there. Jose always coming on cracking. Let's get to some comments. The people, Sergeant, salute. Stone Cold Burner, salute. Special Forces, go, salute. Terrell, salute. Sergeant, OG Blaze, Champion, all the real ones, man. All the real ones show up, show out. And, you know, I'm gonna come back on longer, man. I just wanted to cook for a little bit while I have the chance, man. But let's see, man. Let's see if these guys step up to the plate. That's what it's all about, man. You know, boxing's kind of slow right now. Fraud Mayweather, Pacheco fighting. Who else? And then Berlanga, Canelo, who's getting trashed. But that's it, man. Let's leave you with a couple things. You know what they like to do, Frank Bay. We're out.
I really don't care about it. I had a bad performance tonight.
I really don't care about it. I had a bad performance tonight.